Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our Pyanodons playthrough. In this episode, we are going to be working on cottonguts because we finally got bedding automated. And I've done a little bit since the last episode, not a lot, but I did add another kick-out building here. So now I have two that are prioritizing making the actual kick-out plants themselves. It's the exact same design. I also put a little bit of circuitry here so that we store up to 100 kickouts before we start outputting. That way we always have some extra that I can put into new kickout plantations. Because currently I didn't have anything on the map that was storing kickouts. So then that gets processed into fiber, kind of similarly to before, but now we have 3 of the machines. And then that gets put into this chest, which is outputting to a provider. And then this guy will put kickout plants into a chest up to 200. So that we can also provide kickout plants to the network. So it looks like we finally got enough fiber in our diet, apparently. Alright, and then we've got our bedding that has been building up over time. It looks like currently the big slowdown is the Yotoi leaves. Looks like we got all the grod and wood and fiber. So if we take a look at our Yotoi leaves, these are still running. Looks like everything's looking good. We probably just need another one making the fruit. And then, let's see. We're also storing up a bunch here, so half of them are going to here instead of leaves. So once this fills up, we'll get a few more leaves. So, yeah, so that's the bedding. And now we want to make some cotton guts. So let's plop down one of the factory buildings here. We'll go right there. This will be for cotton guts. Just kind of add some more. I feel like I never have enough of these, so we'll add more than I think I should. Now how do I reproduce cotton guts? Let's find out. Cotton gut. We need the stud pups. This is the recipe we want to do, so we need a few prandium labs. I'll make 6 of them. And then we also need cotton gut basic food. So thankfully this is pretty simple to do. I already have all of that in the network. So in my food factory here, I will just request, well, I don't have literally all of it in the network. Tree seeds I will have to make. But we'll just request everything we need right there. So we need wood. Probably 100 is fine. We need tin plates. Again, I think 100's fine. I should probably check on what this recipe is. Starch, seaweed, and Relesia seeds. Okay. Starch, 80, seaweed. I didn't really pay attention to the numbers. Now, I actually don't know if I have Relesia seeds. It looks like I do. But that could just be from... Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm storing... That was probably just for me emptying my inventory or something multiple times. I have plenty of extra here, though. So we're going to have output priority to the right, filter inserter, Relesia seeds. This won't provide a very large amount, but considering I'm not going to need thousands and thousands, and you only need 1 seed for every 2 food, I should be okay. And those stack to 100, so we'll actually do like 4. Okay, and is that all I needed? Cotton gut food and steam, which means I need to request Coke. Another thing, while I was kind of sitting around waiting for Kickout to grow. Very boring. I was looking at fuel rods, and I was thinking how sometime soon I'm probably gonna have to start working on these fuel rods. They're pretty insane. I mean, with just a little bit of niobium, you can essentially turn coke into, what is that, 25 times more fuel? Maybe like 20 times more fuel. And that's just fuel rod Mark 1, and then if you add... Looks like the most efficient one, or simplest one, is the fuel rod Mark 2, which just requires adding a little bit more uranium, but I think the uranium's probably pretty easy to get, and then some lead. Although 5 lead plates is a lot. But that gets you another 50 megajoules to add those 5 lead plates, so lead plates become very, very power positive. And we could put one of those fuel rods in a boiler and it would run basically forever. Okay, so let's think here. We want access to all of that with a fast inserter, pickup, drop off. This will make cotton gut basic food. We need a boiler, a water pump, and one of these to make tree seeds. Tree seeds will go here. Leave room for the pipe. We need a boiler. We'll put it there. And then water. Throw in a pump jack. Given that I do want to eventually make all the food in this building, I think I'm going to make the executive decision to put all of this inside a smaller factory building. And that will leave me with more space. And we'll make sure that's on slower stuff. And there we go. We're making cotton gut food. And we'll put that in here. How much is 1 square? 500? So I think 2 squares... Let's see, there'll end up being 3 chests, so 1 square is probably fine. Provider chest right here. Yeah. And I should probably put the power limit up on this thing. Make sure we've got plenty of power. I did realize in my kick-out plantations, I was having issues with power. Because those kick-out plantations actually require close to 1 megawatt each. So my power usage is still fine overall in the base, but the individual factory buildings didn't have enough in them. And we need cotton gut, basic food, on the list of things that we make here. That looks a lot like Campbell's. Not gonna lie. Why are we not seeing any show up yet? Shouldn't we be seeing some? Is that in the wrong spot? Oh, it is. Or this is in the wrong spot. I'm being silly. So that connects in the lower of the two, so it's down here. So we need something like this. There we go. That looks a little better. Okay, so we've got cotton gut food now. And we need sea sponges, bedding, cotton gut food, and seaweed. We've got all of that. So then we'll go put a requester chest for bedding. I think 20. No, 10 is plenty. Sea sponges. 5, 10 food. Got basic food. 10. Oops, wrong one. And then seaweed 100. I might start straining my seaweed supplies now that I'm using it for a couple different things. The only place I'm storing it from is the original Red Science seaweed growers here. But it looks like they're still backed up for now, so. And then that's it. And then we need some original cotton gut studs. So I might need to make a couple more of these, to be honest. Because how many do I have? Do I really only have one? That doesn't feel right. I swear I crafted more than one of them. Are they in a chest around here somewhere? I really thought I crafted more than one, but maybe I didn't. Okay, well we will start things up here. We need water, which artificial blood is not that. So I probably need to, yeah, stop that. So there's not even a fluid here. I guess if I clear the recipe, maybe that'll do it. No, it's still, oh, it's because of the fetal serum being also attached to the water. That's so weird how that works. And then we need generic Earth DNA, mouse DNA. So we'll make mouse DNA in here. I think I already have one though. Cotton gut codex. Yeah, so we need 3 more generic Earth DNA samples. Which are where? Here, automation, steel chest, biosample. All the good stuff. I really did think I had made more of these, but maybe not. And then we need some biosamples. So I'll just take these. That will only make 4. That makes 7, and I already have 2. So we need 10 more biosamples. I'll just take all of them. Okay. So we got the generic Earth DNA. We need some more cotton gut codexes. Cotton gut codex. Okay. And if you remember, this building was having issues with the upgrade thing, but I just removed it and rebuilt it, and it seems to be working. Someone did say in the comments that those upgrades don't work properly with Factorissimo, which I believe is being addressed by the next patch, or at least some sort of big update. I don't know if I'll do that update, though, because it might break my save, and I'm not going to do an update if it's going to make me rebuild stuff, because at this point I'm so far in. And everything seems to be working, but it's possible that Factorissimo might prevent me from using some of these buildings inside of them, which could be a problem later. But I don't plan on going to the ultra late game. Like I said before, I'm committed to getting to red circuits and probably blue science, just because, as far as I can tell, that's not going to be super difficult after I get red circuits, because we already have good alien samples, so that's good. Although the rate at which we have them is probably not going to be very fast, but we have them. We already have Nexolite, we already have rubber, we already have tin cable, so stainless steel, complex circuits, and optical fiber. And I've done all those before, so unless they require some different things because of alien life, I think they should all be doable. This is all doable with what we have now. That's just aromatics, nitrogen, and nickel and chromium, and more nitrogen. Molten stainless steel. We have the cobalt extract. We have niobium, sulfur, copper. We have phosphate rock. We have nickel plate. We have molten steel. And ferrochrome is just graphite, chromium, iron. So we actually have everything we need for stainless steel already. And optical fiber is a pain in the butt, but I believe we have everything we need except Kevlar, which is Also, all stuff that we have. And there's more of that TCL stuff. So yeah, so we'll be able to do all that. And we're almost done here. Need 5 more, which it looks like I have 9 more. A little bit overshot there. The reason I'm making 2 more is because you only get a 50% chance to get one of them back. Although I guess you get the pups no matter what, I think, don't you? No, there's only an 80% chance. So there is a chance that you lose the cotton gut stud and you only have 1 now, and you don't get the pups. And that would be a sad scenario. So I'm making an extra so that in case that happens, we get a second shot at it. Now, the chance that that happens twice in a row is very low, so hopefully we can avoid that. All right, so we'll build our Prandium lab. This right here. And we want this recipe. Okay, there we go. I forget where I place things. Ooh. I just realized I might need a 4th because we're gonna need one to run this thing. And I'm requesting the wrong type of sea sponges. Dang it. We actually need sea sponge sprouts, which I'm not even providing in the network. Okay, well, let's go fix that. Sea spongies are being grown here. Interesting. So we'll only pull those. We need some sort of condition. If sprout is greater than 10, that way we don't run out of sprouts. Put those in a chest. Put that in a provider. Ores probably plenty. Okay. And I'll just fill that building up with all the wasted sea sponges. Okay. There's probably still a few more out here. Okay. That should do it. Yes, we have everything. We just need more cotton guts. So we'll take that stud, and then this one is just about done crafting. And we'll make 2 more cotton gut codexes to run that one again. And then that means I'll need 1 more generic Earth DNA sample, which is just a couple more red science. Okay. Put that there. And there we go. So now we place these, one here, the other one in the ingredient, and now we are building. So we've got an 80% chance for this to work. And a 50% chance that we lose the second stud, which means there's a, what is that? 20% chance to fail. There's only a 10% chance that everything goes wrong. So that's good. And then we need to feed those pups to grow them up into cotton gut studs, which is this recipe. So we need moon drops, wood, and food. Okay, so we'll put wood in this requester. Probably 100 is fine. And do we have moon drops somewhere in the network? Looks like we do. We've got 600 in storage. So that's good. And I'll up the food count to 20. Don't need all that anymore. And this guy is just about done. But we'll see. We'll see if we succeed in breeding thousands more cotton guts. Or fail completely. Hey, we got them. And we got both of our studs back, which means we can just do that again. We put these 4 in here. We're going to use robots in here. Just because I want to. We'll request the moon drops. The wood. And some food. Cotton gut food. Oh, I was like, what did I do wrong? I didn't put any bots in the system. That's what I did wrong. How's 3? 3 should be plenty. At least for now. Okay. It's not the type of insert I meant to build. Oh, of course. We're gonna need a cotton gut to run this one. We need to hire somebody to staff the building. Okay, but this should make 4 more cotton gut studs, so that will speed things up nicely. And then do we have our other mouse DNA sample, so we can get 1 more from this as well. Which maybe it's a little too late for that, but I'll take it. Looks like we're still a little short on those sea sponge sprouts. Okay. I thought that was going to go fast because I saw that it has a 50-second crafting time, but the crafting speed is only 1/7-ish. So instead of just under 1 minute, it'll be just under 7 minutes. At least we're doubled up on time, so we'll come back and check on that in a minute or two. And I'll put cotton guts on the building. Probably should put the regular kind. The studs and the regular kind look too similar. I think the icons could be helpful for those to look a little different. Actually, let's see. Yeah, I mean, you can't really tell the difference between those at a glance. I mean, it could be colored maybe a bit more different or have, I don't know, something different shape about it. But it's fine. Trying to think of what else is going on in the base. Why don't I accomplish one of those red circuit things? What is that TCL stuff called? Let's start on nylon. So nylon, I'm trying to decide if I want to get it from phenol or from all this stuff. And blood meal, is that hard to get? The blood meal is what I'm worried about. Because nylon needs a little over half of a blood meal. And that's about 10 blood. And I think that's going to be more expensive than all this in the long run. Because even though ammonia is expensive now, we do have a way to get it moving forward from... Wow, did I ever consider this recipe for ammonia? It's very expensive in terms of copper, but this recipe gets us a lot of ammonia, so that's not too bad. Nichrome is the expensive part. Look at this. 8 chromium and 10 nickel. Also, did I ever even automate nickel? I think I just mined it. So maybe we shouldn't start with nylon. Maybe we'll start with... This is what I was trying to find. Oh, that needs nichrome too. Here we go. This one we can do. Nitrobenzene. Start with that. So I need a fluidized bed reactor, benzene, sulfuric acid, and ammonia. So we always have... Is this where we always have ammonia? No, it's not. We could make it right here. Nitrobenzene. Maybe we should make this over by the sulfuric acid, actually. And there's benzene right here, so that's probably closer to both. Sulfuric acid is in this area, I believe. Yeah, right here. So I think we can get an underground pipe right there. And then we just need benzene coming in from the side. Which is, hey, we got pretty close. Right here? Oh, that doesn't connect up. Okay, we'll try that. There we go. And then all we need is ammonia. And ammonia, I'm probably not unbarreling anywhere close, am I? I don't think so. So we'll need another unbarreler. I hate how big these buildings are. It just makes unbarreling kind of a pain in the butt. And ammonia. Empty ammonia barrel. Request some of them. Connect it up. Power it up. And there we go. Nitrobenzene. And then we'll also barrel that. Nitrobenzene barrel fill. And then barreling. Perfect. All right, that should do it. So we've accomplished something for the future. That's a little intermission. And then back to cottonguts. We've now got 2 more studs, which I will just put in here. And once this is done crafting, then we'll have to throw at least 1 more cotton gut in here to get more pups. But hey, it's going 0.25 now. So it's only 4 times slower. So now this is a 200-second crafting time recipe, which we've reduced down to 100 seconds. Bam. Okay, back to nitrobenzene, since we've got a moment again. Nitrobenzene, ammonia, and chlorine. So we actually can make this stuff in the same spot. So we'll need an electrolyzer. Now, whether or not I should have put this inside of a factory building is a different question, but we've made the decisions we've made, so I guess we will pay for them. So we want nitrobenzene. Oh, there's already an underground there. So then how about this? That should do it. And then we need ammonia, which we have right here. And then chlorine. What am I doing right here? I'm just filling hydrogen chloride barrel. Okay. So to make chlorine, probably the easiest way to do it is just to electrolyze saline water. And then put that over here. But then we need a washer to make saline water. At least I think it's a washer. Yeah. Just kind of a pain, so maybe I should have done, considering how big all of this is now, should have done this in a factory building. It's fine. My base needs to be a little bit bigger anyway. I think 300 salt should be plenty. Do a fast inserter. That'll make saline water. We will actively provide away the sodium hydroxide, and then I'll just gas vent the hydrogen. And that should provide the chlorine that we need, and that'll make the phenyldiamine. phenyladiamine. I do not know how to pronounce that. We got close, but who knows. And that stacks to 500, so probably 2 stacks is like more than we'll need for a long time. Oh, and this needs water, of course. Where's water? Gotta be pumping water somewhere nearby. I'm actually not. What are the odds of that? I have water pretty much everywhere, except here, apparently. So power that up, and there we go. Now we're making chlorine, that's going in here, and we're good to go. Alright, so we will need that, and we will be thankful we did that once we get a little bit farther in the tech tree and start to make red circuits. So back to our cotton guts. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. We'll put both of these, actually we'll just put all of them in here for, oops, not in the recipe though. We'll make that go a little faster. Hopefully we get closer to 8 pups instead of 4 like we did last time. Bingo. What do we get? Only 3? Literally the minimum amount? Are you kidding me? Okay, well, whatever. We'll put those 3 in here. We'll be able to grow 3 new studs from that. This is still a pretty slow process until we get... Once we have 20, that'll be plus 1,000% speed. And this defaults to 0.1. So 1,000% of 0.1 is plus... So it'll craft at 1.1 speed, which will be a lot better. I feel like I should probably start another one of those. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll go to X4 for a second here. Okay, what else do we need for Kevlar? So we need the PPD, we got it. We need TCL. So I guess gasoline. We're gonna need some gasoline to make liquid nitrogen. To make TCL. So gasoline requires titanium, at least if that's the route I want to go. There's a few different recipes, but cellulose, manure, bacteria, that seems expensive. Maybe it's not, but fiber and then petri dish, agar, yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. But that might actually be a good route, I don't know. But this seems pretty simple too. Titanium tetrachloride is just some coal dust, some titanium, and a little bit of chlorine. So why don't I actually make that? I don't think I'm making that anywhere. And I've already got chlorine right here. So we'll just expand this mess of stuff. And do I have a furnace? High pressure furnace? I do. I have 7 of them. So I'll just put one of these right here. And we're making... I already forgot what I'm making. Ah, titanium tetrachloride. We'll hook that up. We'll do a requester. And a provider. Probably have the fast one. I don't know what rates it needs. Slow one would work fine. Throw some requests in there. And limit this. They stack to 500, so 2 stacks seems good. We're already up to 80 PPD. This should work okay. The chlorine's probably gonna slow things down for a little bit, but the rate at which we're gonna use PPD and TTC, I'll call it, titanium tetrachloride, TTCL maybe. We're going to use those pretty slowly, so I'm not worried about that. Alright, we got 3 more here. So now we got to breed some more pups. At least that goes pretty fast. this is only a 30-second recipe, so it's zooming along. All right, give me 8. Give me 8. 8 pups, please. And the results are in. We only got 3. Again. That's very disappointing. Alright, well, whatever. So I'll probably do more of that off camera. We'll kind of get the number of cottonguts much higher. And I'm trying to remember why I even need cottonguts, but let's do the version... Is bedding better than this? 4 tree seeds, 4 moondrops for 6 cottonguts. Or a bedding, a cottongut food, and 4 moondrop for 11 cottonguts. It basically cuts the moondrop requirement in half. I don't have Tufra yet. We could do that recipe, but those are not something I've automated. How much bedding do I want to use is the question. Because doesn't a cottongut food... Hold on. Cottongut food by itself... Oops, I missed. Requires 5 tree seeds, 2 Realizia seeds, 5 seaweed, 4 starch... Oh, sorry, that's for 4 food. Okay. I really don't know what's cheaper. I'm guessing either this one by itself, which just requires some moondrops, basically... Or the most expensive one with bedding is the best. For now, we'll just stick with the tree seed one. And we'll put those 3 kind of as far to the side as I can. And we will need some water barreling going on. So we'll do that here. Fill water barrel. Requester chest. Empty barrel. And then we'll put those in a provider. I should probably put that closer. And then we'll do requester chest. I guess I'll have these in a little square. Okay. And then we need tree seeds still. Tree seed. And we'll put that in a little provider chest. Okay, we got 3 new studs. I hate that I guess it... Nope, if I do it that way, it still puts it in the ingredient. Usually modules are not going to match up with your ingredients. That's a pretty unique thing, I will say. Okay, so we've got tree seeds. We need to grab some barrels, so I'll do that real fast. I could probably just grab some from barreling, if I'm barreling anything nearby. Over here, we're barreling stuff. Here, I'll just grab all those. And then I will just put those into there. And then we'll start getting water barrels. Okay, we got 5 pups. That's a little better. And I think I will borrow one to start crafting both at the same time. This will actually take the pups out automatically. And then I'll manually feed in new cottongut studs here whenever I need more. Okay. Tree seeds are fine. Let's see, do these have everything they need? Did I forget to... Oh, I'm just being ridiculous. These are inserting to the same Prandium lab. Alright, and then we'll need to put that in a provider chest. Probably stop there, and... Alright, sorry. Excuse the interruption. Okay. So what else do we need to do? I guess just wait. We've already got 2 more. We're speeding up slowly. There's something just really satisfying about this whole process. I feel like watching the numbers slowly go up is just that exponential growth idea. I think it's really fun. Okay, well, I think that's pretty much it. These are all set up and ready to go. They will produce cotton guts and barrels. The barrels will always be requested back to here because there's a fixed number. So I'll just make sure it's requesting a lot. And there's plenty of available barrels, so I don't have to worry about those stacking up in here. And then we will need to provide those to the outside. So I guess I'll put a requester chest for cotton guts. Probably 200. And those will be provided right here. The nice thing about cotton guts is they don't need cages. I think that's what some people have told me before, and I think I agree with it. So it will be nice. We basically just need to mass-produce moondrop and wood. And let me remind myself, what goes into moondrop? Moondrop has an input of nothing. So moondrops are free too. Soil, hydrogen, water, even the manure version, which I haven't unlocked yet. That's a small amount of manure to pay. That might end up being worth it. Manure, ash, soil biomass. Ooh, you can even add in some syngas later. Pesticides, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, so we might need to increase our moondrop production if we start using cotton guts a lot. But that should be fine. Alright, this is starting to get a lot faster. We've almost got a full building is kind of where I want to get to before we call it the end of the episode. Back to Kevlar, though. Liquid nitrogen, gasoline. So we've got the titanium tetrachloride, so now we'll just need to make some heavy oil, which I'll just make from crude oil on the spot in a cracker. And hot air, and that gets us gasoline. We can also do tin chromium alloy and stripped distillates. Is that better? 1 titanium gets you the 300 gasoline, 200 crude, basically. This is some chromium and tin. Gets us 200 gasoline. But we also need 1 of the titanium tetrachlorides and medium distillates, which comes from, like, kind of separating oil into the 4 different pieces. So I guess if we needed those other things, that's fine, but that's not the best way to get gasoline directly. We can also make it from nixolate, olefins, and light oil. And kerogen, which I have no idea what that is. We definitely don't have that yet. So we'll just stick with the recipe I already mentioned. And we need a few more of the pups. Let's get those going real quick. Let's see how many I get. Please be 8. No, I never gotten 8 yet. Ooh, we got 4, it looks like. Guess that's slightly better. Alright, well, we've got 20 now. We've got the building filled, so the crafting speed is 1.1. And we'll just have to set up a loop. Once we have both these buildings with 20 in them, I'll add in an inserter here. Actually, I probably can already do that. Yeah, we'll just take 1 out. Maybe 2. Yeah. And then that will, I think, run forever automatically. we'll see. Yeah, so I'll do more of that off screen. So the next time all these buildings will be full, because basically I'm just gonna wait around for 10 minutes while this runs. That's all there is to it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it an episode there. We can check cottonguts off the list. And maybe we will finally do better iron in the next episode. I've been talking about it for ages, but we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you all next time.